the one lipstick series range that I bought for holiday 2021. This was actually a mid-2021 release rather than a holiday 2021 release. But I only bought it when it went on sale during Crimber. The reason is that, for financial reasons, I wasn't in a position to buy it when it did launch in summer 2021. So I bought it for holiday 2021. These are the Lancome Rouge Drama Ink Matte Liquid Lipsticks. Now, Lancome has been a favorite brand of mine for a long time. I absolutely love their foundation and concealer. Foundations, plural, and concealer. Teint Idole Ultra Wear is my favorite for, medium to full coverage. Teint Idole Nude is my favorite for, very mild coverage. I also love the concealer, Teint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer, which, unlike the one that I am wearing now, which is Kevin Aqua Supernatural, not Supernatural, Supernatural Concealer. It doesn't, have that patchy appearance. This one has patchy appearance, which is worsened because my under eye area is peeling. Anyway, so I've always loved Lancome. So 14 shades launched, and yeah, we're seeing matte liquid lipsticks from Lancome after a while. We haven't seen matte liquid lipsticks from Lancome in a long, long, long time. There are 14 shades. As I said, these apparently have a demi-matte, not flat matte finish, and they are supposed to be lightweight. And Lancome claims that in one swipe you get full coverage, and one swipe is completely enough. With this point, I completely disagree. We'll see that as we get there. Now, these are also supposed to be mask friendly, which is important these days because we're all wearing face masks. Now, why would you possibly want to wear lipstick beneath a face mask, you ask? Well, for starters, you might take your mask off to eat or drink, and the people will see naked lips. For another thing, some of us feel complete, feel happy only if we're wearing lipstick. I'm talking about my reasons, people. Yours could vary. Anyway, I like having a lipstick under my mask, provided that lipstick doesn't transfer to my mask. Now, on some days, though, while wearing mask, I just can't be asked to wear lipstick. On certain days, though, I feel better if there's a lipstick, yeah? So we will see if this is transfer proof or not. Now, packaging. I've got 4 shades in here. I've got 270, 274, 288, and 481. The last is a stocking stuffer for my mum, but I have permission to swatch this with a lip brush. I do have permission to do it with most lipsticks these days, because that way I have more products to review, more shades to show you, yeah? So these are £27.50 a piece. I got these for 22 a piece on sale. 22 quid for a lipstick isn't bad at all. So packaging, regular Lancome silver box that they have for their foundation, concealer, every product ever, really. Now inside, it comes in a tube like that, yeah? And on top you have the Lancome rose emblem. Now, possibly because this launched during the pandemic and, everybody was feeling quite low, I suppose, Lancome has actually put this in their packaging. Look at that, made for you to smile. Now, I want to talk to you about that applicator. It is, well, that kind of, V-shaped applicator. It takes out, quite very little of the product, not enough for, full coverage, definitely, particularly if you're a heavy-handed person like I am. The most surprising and rather strange thing, because didn't they do their research? This applicator, look at that, when you dip it fully into the tube, it barely comes to about 3/4 the way in. Yeah, it doesn't cover that full pot, it doesn't go all the way in, yeah? Which means that about 1/4 of the product inside this bottle is not going to be taken out, cannot be taken out using this applicator. You'll need, one of those very long kind of specialized applicator tips for that and store it outside. And if you, like me, are disorganized enough to, lose things, misplace things all the time, that's not going to be a good thing. So that is something that I find extremely strange. The applicator is definitely nowhere near as long as it needs to be to get all the product out of this tube. Right, now this is supposed to give you a bare lips feel, with which I agree, which is true. Full pigment color, yeah, more or less. Medium to full coverage, If you have pigmented lips, some of the shades can make your lip pigment visible, your pigmented lip visible. Now my upper lip is darker than my lower lip, and I think that sort of stands out. The other thing is these are very, very comfortable on the lips. They are indeed semi-matte. They are very, very, very lightweight. Yeah, bare skin effect. I can see that. They don't eke out every last bit of moisture from your skin. I wouldn't call them hydrating as such, but they just stay there on your lips without doing any harm, which is quite nice. And you can't wear a hydrating product when you're wearing a mask. It will get all over the place and possibly on your face and cause breakouts. Been there, done that. So, swatches, off we go. I think I will do palest to deepest and then come close to the camera and then do on lip swatches. Yeah, I think that could go here because I want to do eyeshadows today here. That is 270 and that shade is called Peau Contre Peau. My French pronunciation is awful. Sorry about that. I apparently studied French for 4 years. J'ai étudié français pour 4 ans, mais je n'étais pas une bonne étudiante. But I wasn't clearly a very good student. Right, this is... No, I'm not laughing at it. I am to blame. My teachers tried their best, believe me. I cannot under any situation roll my R's in the French way. I had a tongue tie growing up and had to have that tongue tie released. So possibly that has something to do with it. So that was 270, 274. Don't worry, I'll come close to the camera so you can see that, they're not all the same. 288, French opera. Yeah, 274 was called French tea. French tea is possibly my favorite for everyday wear. This one I like for, rather kind of special occasions-ish for me. I think this would be a very good winter-autumn shade. 288, French opera. I'm not sure what this shade has to do with French opera, but yeah. The last one is 481. That is the deepest. It is the stocking stuffer for my mom. Now that it is completely swatched, off it goes. So yeah, that is 270. This is 274, my favorite for everyday wear. 288 French opera, the one that I'm wearing now, and 481, that rather deep stain kind of color. Now I think this would be a very good spring-summer shade. This would be a good everyday shade around the year. This is definitely autumn to winter. This is definitely winter only. Now the formula for me is gel-like when you apply it. It's not mousse-like, it's not proper liquid-like, it's not, the thick matte liquid lipstick formula that we've seen with Anastasia Beverly Hills or Kat Von D or so many other liquid lipsticks. It's very gel-like, yeah? Can you see that in the swatches? This means that you can actually make this very, very sheer if you have a very light hand, if you want to, if you are thus inclined. And even do some of those, ombre lip effects. Or if you are like me and you want proper coverage, you can layer it so you get full coverage. Yeah, so let's do those on lip swatches next. I also find that they are quite long wearing and, budge proof once they're on. Now the deepest of them, 481, does stain the lips. Even when you try to remove it. I need to use an oil cleanser or one of those bi-face makeup removers to get it off completely. So off we go with on lip swatches. Here we are. The first one, 270, Peau Contre Peau. Yes, that is a very pop of, a rather bright colour, which I think will suit spring and summer, when you want a pop of colour. At the same time, it's not in your face, visible from the moon with your naked eye. The second one is 274, French tea. French tea is a signature shade of Lancome. Yeah, 274 French tea is a very wearable everyday shade for me. 288 French Opera. Yeah, that is the one that I'm wearing right now for the duration of this video. I find this very, very wearable as well. At the same time, I'd probably keep it as an everyday autumn-winter shade. 481 Nuit Purple. Yeah, I completely screwed up that pronunciation, haven't I? Yeah, that is way beyond my comfort zone, which is why it is my mother's shade, which is why I'm swatching it with a lip brush. So, transfer test. Moment of reckoning. Will it get on the mask? So far, I've used it twice with a mask. The thing is, you need to wait for it to dry completely, and possibly blot it with a tissue if you are impatient like me. Then it doesn't get on the mask. But if you are impatient enough not to wait for it to dry, if you don't blot it, if it's yet to be set, it is going to get on the mask. It will transfer. So yeah, let's try this. Yeah, this is possibly the weirdest thing to do on camera. Okay, not fully transfer proof then, yeah. So first let's blot that gently with a dry tissue. You know, I actually like this color better than what it looks like when it's wet. Ah, that is the weirdest thing to do on camera, people. So yeah, I'll come close to the camera, don't worry. Sorry. Right. So as you can see, the first one has a bit of a trace of that color. The third place you can't, there's absolutely no transfer. But I wouldn't call this completely transfer proof unless it has dried completely, unless it has set completely. Once you blot it with a tissue and sort of set it, once it is set and dried, it doesn't get on that mask unless you go about kissing your mask like that. And I don't think anybody is going to kiss their masks like that. Yeah. So I think that these are great, provided you don't mind investing in one of those, long applicators that you use to get product out of a tube towards the end. Yeah, I think Sephora had some of those coupe type applicators. Yeah, you need to invest in one of those in order to use this product properly. Otherwise, it is just, yeah, I'm applying a primer to the back of my hand because I'm going to swatch eyeshadows next. Unless you invest in something like that, it isn't going to work out with this, because otherwise, there'll just be a lot of product left over. And yeah, these have dried completely and are set nice. Yeah, I like that. I love the colors. I love the formula. It is mask friendly, which is ideal during this pandemic. My problem, of course, is that god awful applicator. What were they thinking? Somebody must have been terribly brainless to come out with an applicator that only reaches to about 3/4 of the length of that tube. I also love that it is mask proof. I think you need to be a bit patient and wait for it to dry. That said, these are very comfortable indeed. Yeah, bare skin feel. I can't feel a thing on my lips. They are indeed semi-matte. They don't dry your lips out, which is also very important. So yeah, huge fan of these, but not a fan of the applicator, which doesn't make sense. I would say get these when they're on sale. Do not pay full price for them. Get them when they're on sale. So those are my thoughts on the Lancome L'Absolute Rouge Drama Ink Liquid Lipstick Semi-Matte Lip Inks from Lancome. have you tried these? Which is your favorite liquid lipstick? Are you a fan of matte liquid lipsticks, the older formula that was kind of drying? Or do you like the newer, less drying, just, second skin, lightweight ones that are all the rage? Now, do tell me all of that in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.